Oh, g'day. You may remember this Suzuki from videos that I've posted of dumb places I shouldn't push my 36-year-old Suzuki Sierra. Anyway, we're on the Gibb River Road, the newest adventure for this big rig. But guys, we're on the Gibb River Road. She's a big, heavily modified Suzuki Sierra. She's 36 years old. Will the Gibb break us, or will we beat the Gibb? That's the question. She's heavily modified. She's super set up for adventure touring. We've traveled a hell of a long way. We've done lots of touring. We're about to do the El Cuestro Gorge. Absolutely stunning. Done it before, but we're about to hit it again. But the question is, guys, will the fatty make it? My pride and joy of almost 19 years. We're on this massive adventure. Beautiful Australia. So keen to be here. But guys, what a moment. Let's go get it done, eh? Alrighty folks, it's the start of July. This is the final crossing into the El Cuestro station. It's sitting at around 500 millimeters at the moment. It's a bit shallower than last time I was here. But yeah, you just got to get through this and that takes you right into the station where you get your day pass or your camping pass or whatever you're up to on your stay here at El Cuestro. And then we've got the very long crossing heading into the El Cuestro Gorge. This goes for roughly about 150 to 200 meters. This can be very deep. Last time I was here, it was up to the bonnet, but now it's sitting at around 700 mil. Not too bad for the old Suzuki petrol though. She just plows through it. And yeah, I'm quietly very glad it wasn't up to the bonnet because my Dizzy would not have had it. Okay, and this is the walk into the El Cuestro Gorge. Whilst I'm wandering in, you soak up these scenes and I'm going to talk about what is the Gibb River Road. So for people who are foreign to the Gibb or no idea what I'm talking about, the Gibb River Road is a roughly 600 kilometre section that runs from Wyndham all the way to Derby. Used to be completely dirt, very, very rugged, but now they're slowly starting to tar some sections. But don't let that fool you. It's still very rugged, very enduring, and you need to be well equipped to attack this road. The region is the Kimberley region. It's the top of WA, very warm. This is the dry season. Dry season runs from around May, June, July, August, roughly. And throughout the other months of the year, the area is pretty inaccessible due to heavy rains, heavy floods, and impassable crossings. But that doesn't mean you can't do it. There's a billboard on each end of the Gibb River Road that'll have each and every road inside the Gibb, each section, whether it's open or closed, and follow all the updates, and you should be fine. Well, this is interesting. We've got to walk all the way along to get to the other side. Oh well, here goes, and it wobbles. Okay. Cool. How good's that? Alrighty, this is a track heading to Branco's Lookout. This apparently goes for 6 to 7 minutes in a river, so let's see how we go. Branco's Lookout's apparently well worth it, so gonna give it a crack. It's from El Cuestro station, so yeah, let's go. Yoo. Just while we're here, I'm using the Insta360, the X4. It's currently situated on top of my snorkel, and this is my, I guess, the first time I've been testing it out on a vehicle. Pretty happy with the content that it's received, and just having that whole 360 view is just so much fun. You can capture everything, and it's not too fish-eyed either, so absolutely chuffed about that. So someone was telling me about this creek crossing. I was expecting it to be a bit deeper, but turns out it was just very lumpy, some large flat pebbles in there, and yeah, just nosy through, nothing too serious. And then had this real hectic hill to get up, and just chucked the Suzuki in low range and just crawled all the way up. And you can fish-eye the lens if you really want to as well. And yeah, just getting to the top here now. How good. Alrighty, so this is Branco's Lookout. Definitely worth doing. It was a long, slow hill up here. The river crossing wasn't as bad as it was talked about. Definitely not as long. But yeah, there we go. What a beautiful spot. Suzuki's done well getting up here. What a scene. But yeah, from our Equestro station you can get here. There's loads of lookouts you can do along the way. This is just one of them. Alrighty, just for everyone's reference, I'm doing the Gibb from east and heading west. From the east side, you definitely want to fuel up at Kununurra, fill up your jerrys, do everything like that. And if you're coming from the west, fill up in Derby. There's diesel and petrol in Mount Barnett. And if you're heading up to Mitchell Falls, I'm pretty sure there's fuel in Drysdale as well. Alrighty guys, it's night one on the Gibb. I've got some lamb on the pan. We've got almost a full moon tonight, which is going to be helpful, and set these mountains alight, I suppose. The Pentecost River is just over there. Let's have a look. Morning folks. That is first sun up for day 2 on the Gibb. We're up a bit early this morning, try and get a few Ks done before it gets too hot. Happy to be here guys. Very nice. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Gibb River Road. Plenty of corrugations and dust. Righty folks, this is Bindoola Falls. It's a spot that's only about 20 k's past the Pentecost River crossing. Gorgeous. The falls would be here, but looking a little dry at the moment. A little bit of runoff happening, but yeah, what a lovely spot. Massive canyon too. Very nice. Throughout this video, you're going to see me catch some interesting views with the Insta360 and catch sections where it goes from dirt to tar. Usually the tar sections are when you're trying to get up some steep hills or windy sections, they've decided to tar it. But yeah, this camera's mad. Alrighty, so this is the Ellenbray station, famous for their scones, and it is about that time for breakfast on a hungry stomach. Done about 120 k's worth of dirt so far, a lot of corrugations. But yeah, let's go get some scones, eh? The car's done well, very bumpy road, lots of corrugations, lots of dust. So I've never done the Gibb River Road before. Here I am doing it full solo in an old vehicle, unsupported, and you hear all these grueling stories of people breaking things and coming a cropper and losing axles and all sorts of stuff and popping wheel studs. And so it's always very daunting, all these thoughts inside your head. But first impressions of the Gibb, not as lumpy as I thought it was going to be. It is extremely dusty though. Definitely not as dusty as the Tanami Road though, which I've done, and Wolf Creek Crater. But guys, the first major stop, here we go. Alrighty guys, this is Manning Gorge, a 5-kilometre walk from the Mount Barnett campground. You go through the Mount Barnett station, 2.5 k's here, 2.5 k's back. Pretty rugged walk, absolutely worth it though, holy dooly. So if you're lucky enough to have gone out to the Bungle Bungles before, you'll know how terrible and relentless that road is getting in and out of there. One thing I've noticed about the Gibb, it's nowhere near as lumpy as that track. It's definitely more maintained and kept level ground. And this is the Mount Barnett Roadhouse, good for fuel, food, mechanical services, and there's a tyre shop down the road as well. Talking of tyres, I'm going to talk about these big squishy girls here. So I've let them down to around 9 psi, running 11 in the back, 8 in the front, so about around there. I have tweaked them all day long, getting them a little bit lower. Definitely a comfortable spot at the moment. The luxury I have is having a 15-inch rim with a 32-inch tyre, so I've got 8.5 inches here, so I can get a real good cush out of these tyres rather than all the modern tyres of today, or the modern cars running like 17-inch and 16, 17, 18-inch rims. So I can use them as a bit of a suspension. Being a leaf spring, I do struggle with quality suspension, or it gets ride feel. So yeah, I'm trying to let the tyres do the work. I do treat them as a consumable because they are. I'd rather bust a tyre than bust something suspension. But yeah, nice and cushy. We're managing to sit on around 80 or 90 k's an hour. She's doing really well. We're halfway done the Gibb. Can't hear any funky noises, so that's good. And yeah, she's driving good. Very, very dusty though. The caravans are just doing my head in because they drive a lot slower and they just pick up so much dust. Anyway, gonna move on from here. Gonna find a camp. Let's go. Good job, Fatty. And this is the stunning Galvin's Gorge. Not very far from the Mount Barnett Roadhouse and not very far off the Gibb River Road either. And just a short walk too. Very, very well worth it. And here's me just pushing through a few more kilometres in the cooler hours of the night. Night 2 on the Gibb. What a spot. Had to get up a few times last night to pee because of the water feature in the room. How gorgeous. Pun intended. And this is a short stroll into Adcock Gorge. The drive-in is a little bit rugged. I'll definitely recommend a high clearance vehicle. Definitely four-wheel drive. But yeah, nice short walk to a very trickily waterfall. Awesome spot for a dip though. I got here at the perfect time. I had it to myself, jumped in the water, cleaned myself off a bit, all that dust that just sticks to you. And yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this beautiful little gorge. But guys, please be croc-wise. Be vigilant, read the signs, read updates. You don't know how far a salty might have travelled to clean themselves out. And there could definitely be some territorial freshies in there as well. So yeah, be super careful as well. All right, this is one of many river crossings into Bell Gorge. This one looks pretty deep, right in the center there. Well, the big rig's made it into Bell Gorge. Got a 1.5k walk there. Let's have a look. Holy, Bell Gorge. Please walk down to the bottom and then leave your stuff behind. You're going to get wet. Scale downstream. Swim, walk, swim, walk. You've got to do that for a little bit. But it is the best thing you will ever see. Trust me. I didn't get any footage because I didn't take my phone. But there's a picture, a vivid picture in my head that I'll never forget. The most beautiful gorge you'll ever see. I'm so glad I made the effort and went down there. Anyway, back to more corrugations, catching some funny angles with the Zook. Just checking my wheels are still there. We're all good. She's getting lumpy. She's getting dusty and ready for another night in the sticks. Alrighty dudes, this is Winjana Gorge. There's many ways you can access this. You can access it from the Gibb or the Great Northern Highway. That gives you a few more options too, because you can see Winjana Gorge and head from there to the highway and then take the highway into Derby and also see Tunnel Creek at the same time. This is Tunnel Creek right now. I backtracked, went back to the Gibb just so I could say, yep, I did the entire Gibb. But Tunnel Creek, definitely worth a visit. Absolutely so unique. And same deal again. Watch out for those crocodiles. So this road you take off the Gibb is called Leopold Road. It is very lumpy, so let your tyres down, drive to conditions, and take it easy. Blacktop. You know what time it is? You! Such a good feeling. Oh, Gibb River Road. Let me rearrange my teeth. We've got blacktop, thank goodness. The tyres are going up at last. So just a quick conclusion of the Gibb, guys. Definitely not as rugged as I thought it was going to be. More the fact, just long and enduring and very dusty. The second half had a lot of trucks on the road too, so they were stirring up a lot of dust. But the last 100 Ks, tarmac, absolutely chuffed. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The 36-year-old beast made it. I'm so impressed. I'm so proud of her. I'm honestly not surprised. She's an absolute weapon. But we've just woken up, day 5 on the Gibb. Didn't camp too far away from the end point, but here we are now this morning with the sign. Loads of stickers up here. I wish I had one to throw up there of Seuss and the Fatty, but I don't. To be honest, if I had one, it'd be super dusty. It wouldn't even stick to it anyway. But yeah, guys, just going to sit back and reflect on how well this car did over the last couple of days. I'm still wearing the same bloody singlet. I thought if I'm going to stay dusty, I'm going to bloody be dusty. So the biggest thing out here, guys, tyre pressure. So many people running hard tyres out there, and I didn't have a drama with this. I was running 9s and 11s and 12s-ish, and just absolutely cushy, you know, just floated over everything, all those sharp, scaly rocks, and I was able to sit on 90 k's an hour most of the time. Obviously, the rough sections, not so much. Loads of floodways you've got to go through. Absolute fun. Yeah, just overall super impressed. I've been on the highway for a little bit now. Absolutely gifted with the last section being highway, and no funky noises, no funny steering wobble, nothing like that. So yeah, it's safe to say that everything seems okay underneath. I don't really want to look just now because it's so filthy. And but yeah, guys, all the gorges, absolutely stunning. Bell Gorge, my favourite. The caravans and trucks on the Gibb, not my favourite. But legends, I'm going to be heading up to Broome, going to go to James Price Point. Going to do all that before I wash it because that's the reddest earth you'll ever see. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed this journey through the Gibb with me. One of the most scenic things I'll ever see. I don't know if I'll ever do it again, but maybe portions of it, but not the whole entire thing. Just want to say again, I'm proud of this old bus. Couldn't fault it. Well, maybe I can. There's a lot of dust that got inside the car. So yeah, that's its fault. It lets too much dust in. But guys, I'm chuffed as, ready for a shower. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to join the page on Instagram, Seuss and the Fatty. Yoo!